Hello, everyone. I am getting set to go live with Carol Schwedak from Harmony Yoga. I'm gonna wait till I see her for her to pop on so we can get started. Harmony Yoga joined. Okay, let's get Carol on here. Yep. Carol's brand new card deck, and we're also going to be pulling some cards for you all and sharing about the creative process. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Here she is. Oh, look at that. We're both wearing green. We did not plan that.
This is teal.
All right, I'm in green, but we're similar.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. All right, so welcome, Carol. I'm super excited for us to have this conversation and to pull some cards from your beautiful, amazing deck with your words of wisdom. So before we get started, I would love to ask you and I'm hoping you remember because it was so passionate when you shared it with me. And when I first asked you, when you said, I'm thinking about creating a card deck, and when I asked you why, like, why do you want to create this for your clients? Do you remember what you said?
I think I said something like, I don't want to write a book, but I want this to be my legacy because these are my words. This is what I teach. This is what I've been teaching for the past 20 years as a teacher, but most recently the past 3 years as studied and got my 500 hours in Chinese medicine and yoga. And it was a download. Once I said yes to you, I just sat down and the information just poured out of me. So I know it was divinely inspired.
Yes, indeed. And I believe I said to you when you came back and you were like, oh my gosh, it just poured out of me. And I think I said, of course it did, because you are the wisdom.
Yeah.
So any of us who want to create a book, a journal, a card deck, whatever it is, the truth is we are the wisdom, and we're constantly sharing this wisdom with our clients and our audience all day long. So when you came and you were like, oh my gosh, it was just all poured out of me because this is all me. And I was like, so celebratory of that because that's what it is. Well, it's so beautiful.
I think it's a collaboration. It's not all me. I think it comes through me, honestly. Yes. And I think that, I don't know how it comes through me and how these cards just came out of me, but it was divinely inspired and co-collaborated.
Yeah.
Not me. But me and you, our energy together, I just love the way you ask such potent questions. You really thought about the cards with me, and you asked me to give you something that you could put by the cards so that you would know my inspiration while you were creating it. And then you gave it back to me with a precious little stone. And, like, working with you was easy. You made it so easy, Jen, honestly. And, I'm so excited that I got the bags. I'll show you that they're coming in.
Oh yeah, yes. Carol's deck is going to come in this gorgeous satin bags, or right? Yeah, satin, either purple or teal. Yes, because we get to create whatever we want, and I shared that idea with her, and the bags just feel so nice and luxurious. So let's get to the good stuff. So I have Carol's deck here. This is the proof deck. I'm assuming that you brought your deck with you too. Yes, yes, woohoo! Oh, and I just realized the audience is probably seeing these backwards, so we'll have to read messages for them when we share. But Carol's deck is available for pre-order, and it's all on the 5 elements of Chinese medicine. And it was very fun for me to create all of the artwork for each of these cards. They all represent the energy of the elements and Carol's intention, and it was so much fun. So,
the 5 elements, just so the audience knows, we are in metal right now, which is fall, which leads to winter time, which is water, which will rise up to wood, springtime, and then fire of early summer, and then the earth element of late summer. And so they all have different colors. So the cards are based on the colors of the elements. And Jen just, she created the backgrounds. I created the words, And here we are. Let's pull.
Here we are. And just so those of you know, by the way, we didn't leave you hanging. There is a little instruction card with a little cheat sheet too of like the different elements and their season time. Like that's also included in Carol's deck. So
yeah, and also like how to pull a card. You
know?
And for me, it's really like ask the universe a question, and then let go of the outcome, and just see what is coming through. You know, and they've been so potent lately. Everybody that's been pulling a card in all of my classes at Harmony Yoga have been like, wow, how did that come out to be so perfect for me? But you know, we're in collaboration.
It's all about intention, right? Card pulls are so potent. It blows my mind every time. It will never get old. So with that being said, let's pull some cards for some people. And if you're on here live and you want a card specifically for you, go ahead and drop like an emoji or something, or say, please pull a card for me, and either Carol or I will pull a card for you. But remember too, even if we're pulling for an individual, we are also pulling for the collective. So if you're watching the replay and the message really resonates for you, or you go, oh my, actually, let's talk about that for a second. So when we pull cards, right, you may see this message and go, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed to hear today. You may also see the message and kind of get like, ugh, and like it might feel like not aligned for you. And that is why it's the perfect message, because that's showing you where you may need to do a little bit of work, or you might need to shift something, or you might be like, oh wow, you know what, I have to actually do some self-care today. Like I need to nourish myself. So whatever happens for you, like it's neither is right or wrong or anything. Just notice how the card and the message feel for you.
Right.
So,
and even if you're watching it on the replay, like, you know, it's and that in that moment, what you're meant to hear.
Exactly.
You know? So, yeah.
So Carol, why don't you pull the first card? Because this is your baby. This is your legacy.
It is. I feel like I gave
the world.
I did give birth. All right. So I want to know, what do I need to know right now? Because I just had something very exciting happen to me. So what do I need to know right now? And this is what I get. And it's metal season. And this is insane that I got this card, first of all. It says, turn your rust into gold. Is there something in your life that needs to shift? Be of service. Now, you saw me pull these cards. I did not plan this card. I just got asked to be an assistant at Kripalu like an hour ago. Be of service. Honestly, be of service. So the weekend of November 3rd through the 5th, I'm going to assist Jillian Pransky, my dearest teacher and friend at Kripalu. So be of service.
Oh my gosh. I love that. And for those of you watching live or the replay, you can sink into that. Like, what can you shift so you can turn that rust into gold? And how can you be of service? And that might even be, how can you be of service to yourself? Now, Carol's going to be in service to other people, but it might actually be for you. How can you be of service to yourself today? So, all right, I'm gonna pull another card. And those who just joined and hopped on live, if you want us to pull a card for you specifically, go ahead and drop your just drop an emoji and ask for a card pull, and one of us will do that. So let's see. I'm not going to ask a question. I'm going to pull for the collective, and I'm just going to ask for what does the collective need to hear right now? Those who are watching live, those who are watching the replay. Oh, I did good. I didn't drop a card. I'm actually a terrible shuffler, even though I'm a deck creator, which is my secret, secret with everybody. And I think it's hilarious and ironic. Okay, so and then Carol, you're gonna pull a card for the midlife whisperer but the card I got was, oh, this is so good. Lean in, listen, relax more, observe, smile. The universe will deliver. Now, Carol's deck also has a few cards that are across the elements. So you'll see all of the elements down at the bottom. This is a general message. So I pulled one of those.
Yes. And the universe will deliver. Lean in.
Lean in.
Yeah.
All right. So Carol, would you pull a card for
Midlife Whisperer?
Yes.
Okay. And whatever you need to know right now, this is what the cards are saying. And you've got water and energy, which is winter time. It says, breathe in endurance, breathe out fear, and say CHU is the sound of the kidneys and the bladder. So breathe in endurance and breathe out fear. And I hope that is helpful for you. I know when I feel fearful, I just imagine this midnight blue color out my kidneys and low back. And I say a lot.
So Carol's deck not only has some questions and affirmations, but they also some cards just like what she pulled that have more of an activity for you to do with that breathing. Each of the elements has its own sound connected to it. And those are all part of the deck, along with a couple of education cards to ask yourself questions when certain things get pulled and the time of day that they appear. So
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Say, she says thank you.
My pleasure. Our pleasure. Yeah.
Any
more card pulls?
Yeah. Let's do a couple more. Anyone else who's live and wants one, please let us know. But I'm going to just pull another one right now for the collective because I'm not seeing anybody drop something. So let's see. And by the way, if you pull a card and it's I keep pulling the neutral cards. That's hilarious. There's only like 4 of these in the deck. Okay. This one says water above, fire below. Inhale up the back to your third eye and exhale down the front into your belly.
Yeah. And what's that about? It's about energy in our body. We don't want our brains to be fiery. We don't want to be too hot-headed. We want to keep the energy cool in the mind. And we want the gut to be where we fire up and find our power. So that's a really great breath to do. And that's why it's all 5 elements. Up the back and down the front. And if you just visualize that and visualize light traveling up your back body and down your front body, it helps to shift the energy inside when you're feeling like your mind is going crazy and you have too much in there. So water above, fire below.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. Carol, would you like to pull another card for our collective audience here?
And I'm going to pull a card for the planet and especially just what's happening in the world right now and all the places that need healing. This is what I get. The same card you got, Jen, for the universe. Isn't that funny? Lean in, listen, relax more, observe, smile. The universe will deliver. And every week at Harmony Yoga, and by the way, the card deck is available at harmonyyogastudio.com, 1Y. But every week at Harmony Yoga, I choose a word for the week. And my word this week is prayer and hope. Just because I feel like the collective needs that, And so it's just interesting that, it makes me feel better to know that the universe will deliver, that somehow, some way, everything shifts, and we are just energy bodies. And when your energy gets clogged, that's when the body might give you some discomfort or some pain. And so there are cards that tell you to shake out your junk, your funk and your gunk, and get the energy moving inside of you so that you too can shift and that the universe can shift. So I hope, I pray.
Yes. I was just looking for that card because as you said that, I was like, I want to share that card because it's one of my favorites. So of course, I can't find it as I'm flipping through here.
The one about in fire energy?
Is it the fire one? I think so.
Well, I know the one that you liked when I created it was I can shine so bright and blossom into all that I need.
Yes, I love that card. I love all of the cards. They're all beautiful, beautiful messages and like truly amazing. And it was so fun co-creating with you and bringing your beautiful words with artwork and like bringing it actually like into 3D reality. Yeah. And I'm just curious to know, well, I sort of know already because we talked about this, but I'd love for you to share with the audience. So Carol has been pulling cards at the end of her classes for
20 years.
20 years. 20 years. So how does it feel to actually use your own deck after your classes with your amazing yoga students?
Well, first of all, I have to tell you, the cards feel like real cards. Like the finish on them, and they're like professional, So like that's exciting in and of itself. But yeah, to pull the cards because I don't know what card they're going to pick, but I know that whatever is in there is something that they're meant to know. I, my wish is that, you know, I can be home with you. So when you can't make it to class, that if you need something in the middle of the night, or you know, whenever during the day, that you will be inspired by words that will help you. You know, so picking cards at the end of the class, or letting people pick cards. Like I just had a retreat at the guest house 3 weeks ago, and I brought the cards with me and already pre-sold 20 decks from the retreat, which is very exciting. But you know, everybody was just like, oh, let me pull a card, and it's a connection. It's a connection of energy and trust and being guided, and it really fills me up to be pulling my own cards, because yeah, I have pulled a card for every student I've ever taught for the past 20 years, whether it's a group class or a one-on-one private, because I just think it's something fun to do, you know? So I hope you have fun with them. And I hope you use Jen to create some card decks for yourselves, because she is inspirational to work with. She really cares. She asked me questions. It wasn't just like, okay, get whatever you get and, you know, don't get upset. It wasn't like that. It was really a co-collaboration with you, Jen. And I really appreciate your expertise and ease in making this happen so easily for me. So the cards are available for pre-order. They will be in for the holidays. Fingers crossed that the universe delivers. And yeah, you can order them again at harmonyyogastudio.com. One word. You go under the yoga shop, and the cards are in there. And they make great gifts. Yes. They're, you know, they're inexpensive, and they're filled with lots of love.
Yes, and they're going to come in a gorgeous satin bag.
Yes,
and
yes.
For those of you, you can also just, if you go to Carol's handle and tap the link in her bio, it'll bring you to all of her shop and all of the places, so you can also check out the classes that she offers. She does do online classes too, right? You have some online stuff too.
And there's streaming videos about the 5 elements, which are short. They're only 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So if you only have a little bit of time, there's 5 of them. Yeah, and you can take class with me online on Zoom, or come to the studio, or come on retreat, or come to Kripalu. But yeah, life is good. And thank you, Jen, for being there for me and helping me create my dream and letting my dream become a reality.
You are so welcome. It was truly a joy to help co-create this with you and collaborate this with you. And anybody who works with me knows, like, they don't just hand me something and I go off and do my thing. No. As Carol said, like, I come back and ask questions, and I want to know your intentions, and I want to know the energy behind it, so we can really create and put out the best thing possible for your clients. And it's fun. It's so much more fun to work that way, in that collaborative way. It was truly a joy to help you grab that idea and actually, like, birth it into a physical thing. So yay. So thank you all for joining us. You can also go follow Carol over on her at Harmony Yoga Studio handle, which will be tagged here, because she does share some quick exercises and stuff over there. She's gonna be sharing more card pulls and other things.
Yes, and
so
I have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
And I'm on television every morning at 6:30 at jbstv.org. So lots of ways to find me, lots of free ways. I'm on Insight Timer. If you Google.
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot. I almost forgot about that.
So there's 10 meditations on there. So there's lots of ways to work with me and to receive. So I hope you join me. Hope you receive. Hope you get a card deck.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Carol. Thank you all who are watching. We'll see you all soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye.
Peace out.